Hey, Mike here, michaelpitluck.com, and in this video what we're going to do is create a custom audience inside of Facebook. Really easy. And so what you have to do is you have to basically export your customer list from wherever you have. And so I'm using Kajabi. And so what I'm going to do right now is just export all the customers, and I'll go ahead and hit export, and then what we're going to get is a CSV file. And for me, the only thing that I upload from the CSV file from the CRM or whatever they're called is the emails to Facebook. Now sometimes someone will sign up to your product with an email that they don't actually use for Facebook, and so there's not always going to be a perfect match. And so you might have all these customers in your portal or whatever you're using, but again, that's not going to be reflected. The same number isn't going to be reflected on Facebook. The Facebook side will probably be smaller because some people won't be using the same email address, so Facebook won't recognize those email addresses that aren't being used on the platform, obviously. All right, and so that's step number one. Just export your customer list, and let's go ahead and go to my Gmail, and maybe there we go. And so now what we need to do is download it. And like I said, all I really like to do is use the email because that's all that I really need. And so I'm going to go to Sheets, and what I mean by use the email is when I upload a CSV to Facebook, I'm only going to use the email. All right, so let me clarify. I'm going to get a CSV from Kajabi. In my case, your case might be different, but I'm going to get a CSV from Kajabi. It's going to have all this customer information. And then I'm going to whittle that down and then to just emails. Then I'm going to export or download that CSV and upload that CSV full of just emails up to Facebook. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new sheet here in Google Sheets. You could do this in Microsoft Word or Excel, whatever. It doesn't really matter, but I think you get it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to rename this emails. This is just my naming convention inside of Google Sheets. So there's going to be emails customer, and this is going to be Kajabi. All right, so this is just all Kajabi. So maybe I'll just write all. And so what I'll do in Kajabi, though, is I have different products, so I'll export individual lists for that, but it's sometimes useful to also have a list for all your customers. And so now what we need to do is import, and so I'm going to go to upload and navigate here right to this file. And I'm just going to replace this sheet. Doesn't really matter, I'm just already on a sheet, so I'm going to go ahead and import data. And okay, so I'm going to move this down just so there's no customer data. I think there was one over there. All right, but the idea here now is down here, all I care about is this email column. And this is funny, but whatever. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete, oh shoot. I'm going to delete, I guess what I could do is this. Let's do this. Yeah, there you go. That hides some. So now what I'll do is I'll just delete these columns, and so there's the email column A now, and I'm just going to delete all of these columns, and so I only have that one lovely column of emails. So let's delete all these. Cool, and that's all that I need. I'm going to make this bigger now. That's really funny. Oh man, when Loom is running, Moom doesn't work. That is a mouthful to say, but Moom is an app where if you hover over, you can make things fit to screen, which I really like. So that's cool. What we've done is we've downloaded the CSV I've got from Kajabi, and I've dropped it here into Google Sheets to clean up the list and only isolate the emails. Now what I'm going to do is download this. So I'm going to download a CSV. There we go. We download it. And now that's what I'm going to use to upload into Facebook. God. All right, so let's go to Facebook. And I'm going to go to create audience here. Oh, hold on. I'm way far ahead. So what we obviously need to do is go to your business account And then let's go over to here, and we need to go to audiences. So let's go to audiences. And this is where we just were, where I landed. So now we're going to create an audience. So we're going to do a custom audience. And we're going to select customer list because I just downloaded a customer list. And so now I'm going to upload it to Facebook. So I'm going to hit next. And this is just telling you how to prepare your list. And I already kind of went over that. I personally just like to upload emails. So then we'll go ahead and hit next. Does your list include a column for customer value? Mine does not, so I'm going to hit no. So we'll hit next. And then, okay, now we need to upload. So I'm going to upload file. We're going to select this guy right there. Cool, and now we're going to go ahead and name it. So inside of Facebook, I'm going to have this customer Kajabi. We'll do all. And I'm going to do CSV. I'm going to write CSV because that's how I'm creating this list inside of Facebook. Now, Facebook, you can create custom audiences this way by uploading an existing list through a CSV. Another way that you can create a list is dynamically. We're not going to go over that in this video, but you can create it dynamically. So anybody that lands on a certain page, you can add that person to a list. So another way that I can create a customer Kajabi is that I can go get all the thank you pages that someone lands on after they purchase a product. I can get all those thank you pages, all those URLs, and I can then create an audience inside of Facebook based off of web traffic. Here I am telling you how to do it. Web traffic, and then just say customer Kajabi, and then include all those URLs. So anybody that lands on any of those URLs, they're going to be dynamically added to a customer list inside of Kajabi. And to be honest, I'm going to do both. I'm going to create custom audiences for people that dynamically land on those pages, and I'm going to actually upload CSV files just so I can have total redundancy. All right. But in this video, we're going to do the simple thing of just exporting a customer list and uploading that here. All right. And so that's just simply explaining why I'm labeling this CSV, because that is the source of this audience. It's not a dynamic source like landing on a web page. It is a static source like uploading a CSV. I'm also going to add a description here, which is going to be all Kajabi customers. I'm going to tell myself update by exporting and uploading CSVs, just like that. And so I'm going to hit next. It's going to ask me to do some identifiers. We'll go ahead and hit. It's just basically noticing that I just had an email column, and it's asking me if that was correct. And so here what we could do is we can create a lookalike audience, and that's a great thing to do. We can create an ad based off of this. You can create another custom audience. And so that's just obviously some next steps that you could do. But the whole point here is just simply to create a custom audience. So I'm going to go ahead and hit done. And so right here you'll see that I've made a couple of these, and it's populating. So what Facebook is doing now is taking that list that I gave it, and it's looking in its database to see if those emails exist. And it takes a little while, but eventually this will have a definitive size. And then I can use this to send ads to for retargeting ads. I could also use these lists here to exclude people from certain advertisements that are run on Facebook. And so there's just a lot of benefits to creating custom audiences here on Facebook. One last thing is I did tell you that I'm creating custom audiences for each product that I have on Kajabi. So you can see here is a product called a POSA course. Here's a product called ZMC. Here's a product called Solardo. And then here I still have a custom audience for all the Kajabi customers that I have. Now, another thing that you can do is you can create a saved audience. And a saved audience basically will let you, let's go to customer. will let you create groups of custom audiences that you've already created, and you can also include some additional targeting here. So for example, here we can include some audiences, and for example, let's just include these guys. And so you can see this is the Kajabi all. And we can we can exclude things here. We can include some locations. So I can do the UK, for example. And then I can set age range, gender, and so I can create a really specialized list of people based on custom audiences that I created. The thing is, I don't like doing this. I'm just showing you this if you want to. I feel that this actually gets more, this gets messier actually. And so I prefer to do the targeting here, like the geographic targeting, the gender, demographic targeting, inside of the ad itself. And I actually like to add all of the custom audiences inside the ad set level itself. And so let me see if, so here you go. This is an example. I'm creating an ad right now. And so you can see I'm targeting all these lookalike audiences that I've created based off of other lists. And I'm excluding all, a lot of engaged people. And so I'm just showing you, I like to actually individually add these at the ad set level rather than using saved audiences. All right, and so that's just an example. And then here with the demographic targeting, I'd like to do it at the ad set level itself rather than saved audiences. That's just my own way of doing it. All right, but that is how you create custom audiences, and maybe a couple reasons why you would want to. So you can include people in an ad, or you can also exclude people from seeing an ad. And another thing you could do, like we just looked at, is create saved audiences. But I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. All right, peace.